beautiful friends, and welcome back to my channel. This is Nova Gnome Creations, and I'm Nova. This is like the third time that I'm starting filming this video. I got my tongue twisted up. I didn't hit the record button. I said welcome over and over. So, welcome to my channel. I'm so happy that you're here. If this is your first time here, welcome to my cozy little corner of YouTube. I hope you find this to be the comfiest and coziest corner of YouTube, and that you will hang out with us for a little while. If you are not new here, welcome back, my Nomi. I guess I'm saying welcome 3 times again, but oh well, whatever. You know what? You guys are so welcome here. You are 3 times welcome. It is day 5 of vlogmas, so I'm coming on here to hang out with you guys for a little bit and check in, see what you guys are up to. I am working on Spider-Man. You guys know I told you last night, if you've seen yesterday's video, if you haven't, you should go watch it, that I was working on this Spider-Man, and I was going to use the Impkins book to make this Spider-Man. However, there was one small problem that I had told you guys about, and that was that I ordered this blue yarn because I knew I needed this blue yarn. However, I thought I had like a full skein of this red yarn, and when I went in there to get my red yarn after my blue yarn finally got here, I found that I did not have a full skein. I had a little handful sized ball. So this is what's left. I just cut my yarn off because I have to finish the head still, but I also need to make a little panel to go right here. So this is what it's looking like. I actually meant to do some color changes right here to keep this red, and I forgot. And I had already done like 2 rows of blue, and I was like, I could pull it out and go back, but considering the situation I'm in with my red yarn, I'm actually trying to not use the red as much as possible, or at least I was when I was doing the body. I was trying to kind of really lean into the blue, you know, when I was doing my color changes. Otherwise, I may have, you know, went a little further up with the red or whatever, but like I probably would have done another round of red for the little band that goes around in the red. And then, like I said, this panel should have been red. But what I decided to do was I'll just crochet a panel and sew it on in the red. And I realized that I probably only have enough red here to do like maybe 2 more rounds, maybe. So I am going to have to pull in that other red. And I was like, you know what? I would rather this red match when I do the panel. If I'm going to have to switch to the other red anyways in the head, I might as well go ahead and cut off, make my panel, and then, sorry, I just got like a tickle in my nose and I was trying not to sneeze. Make my panel, and then if I have any left, which like I said, this is literally like nothing. I doubt it. I doubt I'm going to have any left. I will put it into the head and then switch to the red that I need to. So this is the red that I'm going to be switching to. This is just the other like velvet yarn, parfait, chenille yarn, you know, that type of yarn. This is the only other one I have in red. So it's going to be a different shade, unfortunately. You can kind of tell here. It's darker. But he is, you know, 4 years old. He'll be 5 next month. And I don't think he's going to mind if the shades of red are a little different in his plushie. The issue is that I ordered this skein of blue yarn. I'm going to go ahead and start working on this while I talk. I ordered this skein of blue yarn off of Amazon because it was cheaper than ordering it through anywhere where I would have had to have paid for shipping. They do charge you more for that yarn on Amazon. It's $7.99 on Amazon versus like $4.99 on Premier's website. And I actually saw that on Hirschner's website, it's $3.99. But if I order through them, I got to pay $9.99 shipping, unless I'm doing like right now they have free shipping, but you have to spend $35. And then I think at the time they weren't doing a free shipping. I don't know. But even so, like I said, regardless, I needed 1 skein. So I was like, okay, I'll just order this blue. I'll pay a little bit more. I'll order it through Amazon. And I'm debating on if I want to leave my long tail for sewing at the beginning. I'm going to, otherwise I'm afraid I will forget to leave myself a tail for sewing. I forgot what I was saying. Anyway, so yeah, I ordered that blue through there, but the thing is, it took forever to get here. I ordered that blue. I was actually just looking at this a minute ago. Give me 1 second and I will tell you. November 15th. I ordered that November 15th and it just got here like a couple days ago. It took it weeks to get here because even though I ordered it through Amazon, it's still shipped by Premier because it's like Premier's storefront on Amazon. And Premier is just slow. I don't know why Premier is so slow at shipping. But yeah, so it got here, but it took forever. If it takes a few weeks, if I order red off of Amazon and it takes a few weeks to get here, it won't be soon enough. Let me pull up this picture of Spider-Man. I've actually got 3 different tabs. I've got like a costume of Spider-Man pulled up. I've got like Googled Spider-Man and Friends, just like Googled, and then I have like a picture of Spider-Man pulled up. So, Spider-Man and Friends is like the thing that he's like specifically in, or it's called Spidey and His Amazing Friends. It's the thing he specifically likes to watch. And it has like a different shaped body. It has like more of a caricature type of build to him. So I'm trying to like kind of look at that. The coloring is basically the same as like a normal Spider-Man, but I'm just trying to like make sure that I do the color changes, you know, at least right enough that it gets the point across. I'm debating on if I want to make this red panel like a square or a rectangle, or if I want to make it like wider at the bottom and get a little bit skinnier as it goes up. Because, or the other way around, skinnier and then gets wider as it goes up. I don't know. It depends on like which pictures I'm looking at. Let me like specifically look at Spidey and his amazing friends. Yeah, it looks like it's narrower and then gets broader as it goes up to the chest. And then eventually when it gets up to like the shoulders, it just is like all red, which I did switch to all red up there. So I'm going to have it be more narrow and then get wider as it goes up. But yeah, so if I were to order it, it wouldn't be here fast enough. And then I don't know, maybe if I ordered it from somewhere else, it might be here fast enough, but I don't know. And if I order it from somewhere else, I got to pay shipping. I am like one of those people that I will have like a cart that I'm so happy about, and then I'll get to the shipping and it will make me not buy it. I was literally just looking at Hirschner's. That's why I know the shipping is $9.99 or $9.95 or whatever. Because I was like, oh, why is their Parfait Chunky so much cheaper? $3.99 is amazing. Like, I never pay $3.99 for my Parfait Chunky. And then I got to the shipping and I was like, ugh. And like spending $35 for free shipping is not bad at all. But like, I just don't have it right now. Got too much going on, you know. Got bills, got this trip coming up. So, yeah. I'm just going to have 2 different shades of red in here, and I hope that he doesn't mind. I don't think he will. I have no idea what that sound is. It almost sounds like a generator outside. Oh, I think it's a lawnmower. Oh, that might be a weed whacker. I don't know. Sounds like a lawnmower. Sorry, guys. I hope that lawnmower isn't too loud. This probably could have been a little bit more narrow than this. Yeah, I'm gonna undo this and make it a little bit more narrow than that. But yeah, so this is what I am currently working on. You guys will have to let me know down below what you're working on. I'm just gonna literally pull out like a single stitch just to make it a little bit more narrow at that beginning, because I want to be able to get wider as it goes up, and like I want it to look right. right, that should work a little bit better. Of course they're mowing the lawn right now. You know, what's weird is they were mowing the lawn earlier for like 10 minutes. Maybe they were weed whacking, I don't know. But yeah, so this is what I'm working on. I'm gonna have to do that darker color change, which I was really hoping I wasn't gonna have to do. But so far so good as far as the rest of this goes. It is looking like Spider-Man, I feel like anyway. And then I'm gonna do, he needs to have a chest or a spider on his chest. And I'm debating on how to go about doing that. I might try to embroider it on, just like a really simple kind of concept. Or I had seen somebody else did puffy paint for their spider, but like I don't know if I really want to do puffy paint. I don't have puffy paint either. I'd have to buy it. So I'll probably try to embroider it. And I'm just trying this on here after each round. I'm going to go a little bit wider for this one. And then I think this might actually be big enough. This panel might already be big enough when I get done with this. So I might be able to put a little bit more of this red into the head, because this didn't take quite as much as I thought it would. But yeah, I need to put a spider on his chest. Let me see. So this is what we're looking like. Got this little panel that gets wider as it goes up. And then it will go into the chest. Yeah, I think that should be good. And I left myself a pretty long tail for sewing at the beginning. I'll leave myself a little bit of a tail on this end. Huh, that's so funny. There's actually like a little knot coming up. So perfect time to cut off, and then I can take that little knot out. And then other than the spider, I also will need to do eyes, which I'm thinking I'll do in felt, because Spider-Man has like those black, like big, I think they're kind of like alien shaped eyes or something, but like, I don't know, they come to like a point in the middle and then they get out and they get bigger. And it looks like, I didn't mean to X that out. It looks like it's white or silver. Spidey and his amazing friends, it looks like they do white, like the majority of the big circle, or the big, whatever you want to call this shape, is white, and then it goes around it in a black outline. So I'm thinking I'll do that in felt. Obviously I'm not going to do, well, not necessarily obviously, I'm probably not going to do the spider web like motif over all of the red. Basically when I Googled like crochet Spider-Man, nobody did that. And like the one or two that I saw where they did try to put like the spider web motif over all of the red, because like on his suit it's kind of all over the red. It looks very like messy and busy, and just like it doesn't translate well when you do that. It doesn't translate well into crochet or into yarn, I guess, because you know they just embroidered it on. But I've got my big fat plastic needle for sewing this little panel on. And then I'm going to do that darker color for the rest of the head. I won't make you guys sit here with me while I sew this on, but I will come back, try to decide which side I want to use for the front. I think I'll use this side. I'll come back after I finish the crocheting the head, and I'll show you guys what that color change looks like. I hope it's not too like jarring to switch to the darker red, but that's just what I gotta do. So bear with me and I'll be back in just a moment and we'll see what it looks like. Okie dokie artichokes, I am back and I finished crocheting on this. So I did have to switch yarns. I think I told you guys that I was gonna be switching yarns. Or like, I know I told you that, but I think I told you like confirmed I was for sure having to switch yarns. The other yarn that I used is this retro velvet yarn in the colorway Ruby, which is a little bit darker, but I think it actually doesn't look too bad. You can tell, but it's not like jarringly obvious. And then keep in mind on the front, there are going to be like absolutely massive eyes that take up a lot of the face. So the color change won't be quite as obvious also. And then here's what this looks like all sewn on. I got the little belly patch, I guess, if you want to call it that, put on. Oh, by the way, as far as this pattern went, I had used an Impkin pattern from the Crochet Impkins, I think is just the name of it. Hang on, I have it pulled up. Yeah, Crochet Impkins. I was pretty sure that was the full name of it, but I wasn't sure because it's like the over 1,000 options or 100 options or whatever, like combinations is like part of the title. Anyway, I'll link that book down in the description box in case you're interested in it. Just like Amazon link. It is by Megan Lapp. I did arm option 1 and standing body option 2, but I did modify it. So there's usually a belly button that you like crochet in as you go. If you've been around a little while on my channel, you've seen me talk about it before because it's part of the Impkin pattern. I did omit that and just kind of modify the way that I did the belly. You'll see it has a little bit of a belly now because of me putting this panel on, but it was more flat before because that little belly button wouldn't make any sense on the Spider-Man, who has a pretty flat front. So I did modify that out. I modified one row out up here at the neck just in an attempt to not use as much red yarn. It was just a row of single crochets. I just omitted that row. And then the head I modified because the head is written in a way to do shaping for the eyes, the way that the Impkin's face is shaped, and I didn't need that. Also, I wanted it to be a little bit wider towards the top and less like just a little, rounded ball, because the Spidey and his Amazing Friends caricature style, he has more of a smaller at the bottom, gets bigger at the top shaped head. So I just slightly modified. Once I got to the part where you do like the couple rounds of single crochet and then you start getting into the rounds of shaping where you're doing like decreases at certain spots and things like that, I instead did an additional round of increases, and then did more rounds of single crochet and then just did straight in decrease rounds, cinching up to the top. So that is the way that I modified the Impkin pattern, but it really didn't take a lot of modifying other than color changes. Like this is the pattern for the legs and the feet, the body, other than just a couple different changes to it. It was just color changes. So I am so happy with it. And like I said, even with the needing to switch to the other yarn, and the color change is right here, I was like torn because I didn't want the color change to be in the front. And my options basically were to tear back and then be like kind of wasting a little bit of the red yarn and do my color change back here, or to do it here because this is where I ran out of that first red yarn. So I was like, you know what? This is going to get covered up by the eye when I do the felt for the eye. So I was like, I'm just going to do the change in the front, and like it's honestly not noticeable. So I'm happy that I went ahead and did that. But yeah, I've got some modifications to add to it. I need to make the felt pieces for the face, and I need to figure out how I want to do the spider on his chest. But body wise, I'm so happy with it. I think it came out really, really cute. I think he's gonna love it. It's got such a nice feel to it. It's nice and solid. I stuffed the legs and the body and the feet. The legs are very lightly stuffed in here, heavily stuffed here. Body is heavily stuffed. Arms are not stuffed at all because of it being this squishy chenille type of yarn. It didn't need to be stuffed at all. And then the head is firmly stuffed. The neck, I put a foam curling rod in that I folded in half and stuck down. So like the two pieces come down here and the folded part of the curling rod is like fully taking up the neck hole. There's not even any room for stuffing in that neck hole. And then I stuffed all around down here around the foam. And then the curling rod that's folded sticks up probably to about here in the head, and I stuffed all around that, and that makes it so the head is posable, and it also keeps it so that the head stands up. That's a problem a lot of people have with this pattern, with the Impkins patterns, is getting their heads to stand. So that's how I get my heads to stand on the Impkins patterns. But anyways, guys, that is what I've got for you today. Thank you for hanging out with me for a little bit. Hopefully you enjoyed me turning an Impkin into Spider-Man, and come back tomorrow where I will most likely have finished him and can show you guys what I do for the spider and for the felt. But I hope you guys have a beautiful rest of your night. Happy Vlogmas Day 5, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye, guys.
Who is that? Oh. You think it's Santa? Yeah. Can I put him back in?